green over there, and 9 is for color. Now, color is something almost controversial. Many competition people say, look at the color, this is pink, I don't like this pink, so you just give 8 points. No. The color, normally we give 10 points always, because the color is the choice of a winemaker, how he likes to color his product. So it's not for us to reject or accept or give the quality points. But if the color has something off, maybe it's a little brown or orange, you feel it's not nice color, which normally indicates that the wine is gone maybe slightly off, or it's aged a bit too much, and you suppose it's a young wine and it's giving the color of slightly brown, which is for the older wine, then you give 1 less. So 95% of the cases you get 10 points. So I've just kept it 10 or 9. Effervescence. Now, effervescence, as you know, is the froth or the mousse coming when you pour the wine. Now, Prosecco, they have 2 qualities, 2 variants. One is the froth, the mousse, the foam on top. And when they pour the wine, how long does it last in the glass? And number 2, which is more important, is how much it stays in the wine. Because longer it stays in the wine, the better wine it is. In a good champagne, for example, 2 hours is a very small period. The bubbles remain. Sometimes I've seen the bubbles keep on coming out even after 2 hours. So that is something exceptional. Prosecco is not champagne, so it is not as good. But for our purpose, we have given from 10 to 7 points. So you see, you look at it, you look at this and see, okay, how the bubbles. And then there's another point which is important. In this case, again, it won't work too much, is because the bubble quality is very important, and smaller the bubbles, more the bubbles you get, it's better wine. So in Prosecco, you will not see the bubbles as tiny as in champagne, but one from the other may be a little different. Sometimes the fizz is gone or whatever. So you give the points accordingly. It is from 10 to 7, going down to 7. Nose intensity, you nose the wine. The nose, of course, we are not swirling the wine and just nosing it. And nosing, again, champagne or wines made with the double fermentation in the bottle method, méthode champenoise or méthode traditional. The complexity is more in aromas, but here it will not be much. So again, you see what you smell, you see some fruit or floral or nothing. So based on that, we give you a point. It's from 10 to 7. Now genuineness is, it's again a little nebulous term here, but it is, if the wine is clean, if the wine is a pleasurable aroma, you give more points. Otherwise, it's okay. I think it's something off. Then you give 7 points. It's lowest. And like I said, I've gone down to 7. Normally,
genuine is what it tastes like. So genuine is if your nose quality, if it matches the nose quality. Genuine is just your own response. So your nose quality, what you pick up, could be totally different from what you're rating in genuineness.
No, the nose quality and genuineness. You see, like I said, normally it is. A Prosecco, how should it, the aroma should be? If it is like that, then it's genuine, so you give more points. If it is something which tastes smelling like Chenin Blanc or smelling like cheese or smelling like something else, it's not genuine, so you give less points. But as I said, in this case, we may not be aware of what exactly it would be. So you can give 10, 9 or 8, and if you're really cheesed off, then you give 7. But normally, people give 9 or 8, so that's average the way people give the score. Intensity, now we're talking about the fruit intensity. And persistence and quality, 3 things. There are 40 points for the last 4 columns, and those are the most important. That's where the difference comes in. The intensity is the fruit, on the fruit. Is it dull, or is it strong enough, or is it fruity, or it's got those variables where you feel it on your, what you call front attack or middle attack on your palate. You give according to that. Persistence is very important. Persistence is, how does the wine taste, and I've clubbed everything together here. When you are taking, does the taste persist in your mouth? Or sometimes you see in these wines also, first sip, initial part of the sip is very nice, very nice. But then you say, where's it gone? And when the middle palate, as it goes down on the middle palate and then the back end, it kind of fizzles out. And after you finish taking the wine, it just goes fast. It's a short. So therefore, the persistence is weak in that case. So that you can give 15 or 16 or 17, depending on how you feel about it.
So is persistence the same as finish, or finish is different?
No, finish is included in that.
Okay, but
Yeah.
it's more than that.
It is more than that. It is yeah, how you feel. You see, again, before you give any points, make sure the wine goes all through your palate. You swirl it all around you, so top and the bottom and the side. All, you know that the ways, 4 tastes we have is sweet, sour, we have bitter, and we have acidic. So all those things, unless you swirl around, you may not get the whole thing, So bitter, for example, if you theoretically speaking, bitter in the front, so you can taste somewhere else, and you may not get the taste of that, that aspect of the wine. So you swirl it around, and then see how it feels on the palate. Is it creamy? Is it full? Is it weak? Is it lean? Is it fat? Is it too acidic? So all those factors, which, like I said, they're complicated, but you see how you feel about it, and that's what you give on the points in terms of 20 points for that. Quality here, the quality of the wine, this is what you feel about it. You say, I don't like this, or I love it. So based on that, you give 10 points. With food, I have told you, you take anything really, but technically that may not be correct, but with Prosecco, everything goes. Champagne, all these things, I think any of these snacks, they either go or they don't go, meaning that the taste should get better. It's like you have a Moselle and you have the Coke with it, or you have beer with it. Does it make you feel better or not? So you try one little something, and then you take a sip of this and see how it feels. So I would say that theoretically, you should be taking 2 sips at least of each wine, and hopefully they'll be serving 3 sips. So you can leave some, and when you're discussing, and you can finish it up or whatever. So if you want to spit it out, you can spit it out. I recommend you take a little water every once in a while, so the palate is cleaned up, and of course it doesn't go too much into your system. And so this is where we're going to do the marking. Now the one column here, sugar feel on your mouth. Little complicated initially, but then no big deal. There are Proseccos are different styles of Proseccos. Most common style is Brut, as you see with it written on the bottle. Brut, champagne is Brut. And then you have Brut, you have extra dry, you have dry. These are the 3 more common of Proseccos. Now incidentally, I have some white sheets, blank sheets also you might want to have. Those also, you can take those. And then you have extra Brut, and you have zero dosage, natural. So the sugar content in a wine is to give you just a benchmark.